Hey everybody! Welcome to Danger on Deception Island, the 9th game in the Nancy Drew video game series, this time with added webcam. So this is going to be a little bit different than normal, but let's get started with this game and we'll get cracking.
Welcome to my latest case, Danger on
Voice
Deception
different.
Island. To learn how to play, choose Gameplay Overview. When you're ready
Last thing I need to do.
choose either Junior or Senior Detective.
And we're going to try Senior Detective again. Hopefully we don't run into Barnacle Blast again.
Ed, here I am on a ferry bound for Deception Island, one of the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington State. George's friend, Katie Firestone, is expecting me. Katie's a marine biologist who's doing research into deep water parasitic growth. She also owns a whale watching boat and takes tours out practically every day. I should be excited.
She's like
but for
Irish.
some reason, I feel on edge, like something's out of whack. Maybe it's because George and Beth arranged this little vacation for me, and sometimes their plans don't work out so well. Maybe it's because we're about to dock at a place called Snake Horse Harbor.
You might as well be in Canada.
For a town, don't you think? Or maybe it's because I haven't been on vacation for so long that I've forgotten how to relax. Anyway, we're here. It's not raining, but it's not sunny either. It's just kind of gray. Maybe
Welcome to
that's
the
why I
Pacific
feel so
Northwest.
strange. Every year's Nancy.
Oh my god, fairy beds!
Katie?
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm Katie Firestone. Come on, I'll take you down to the boat. Great timing, huh? I just got back from getting some groceries. George could not have picked a better time to arrange for you to come out here. Just last week, this orca showed up in the channel, and now it... Oh my gosh, what happened? Someone tore the place apart. The engine's a mess, parts are missing, others are damaged. Why would somebody do this?
I'm gonna be able to fix it to you.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No. Look, you're on vacation. Just go relax. Or bike into town, or take my kayak out. It's at the end of the dock. Just always wear your life jacket, and don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast. The fog we get around here is as thick as cotton. And never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system. Mine's somewhere around here. Anyway, your bunk's the empty one below. Why don't you go unpack? Need any help?
Nope, I'm all unpacked.
Okay. Oh, and this is where you make sandwiches. I think you have to make one.
Won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
How about if I don't make a sandwich? Okay. Well, I hate doing this. Why is an option to keep a sandwich?
Much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it. It won't be much of a sandwich if I don't put something in it.
I'm never doing this again. Remind me never to come over here again. The orca's out there. Huh.
Wonder what's in here.
That's interesting.
You know, Nancy, for
What it's worth.
I shot my mouth off pretty good at the town meeting last night.
What do you mean?
This orca, this killer whale, showed up in the channel about a week ago and has been hanging around here ever since all by itself. She was getting way too close to boats, so I called the National Marines Fisheries Service. They made some recordings and did some tests and are analyzing them. In the meantime, they ordered all boats to stay at least 300 feet away from her or risk paying a $1,000 fine. That's what the meeting last night was about.
Some people don't like that idea?
The people that fish for a living sure don't.
Oh.
They're steering clear of the whale by taking the long way around the island to get out to sea, which costs them time and fuel. Some people say she should be captured and towed out to sea.
And what do you say?
I agree with the no-boat zone. I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment, not returned to her pod. I said as much last night, only much more strongly.
Do you want me to call the sheriff for you?
Actually, I'd rather not get the sheriff involved. The insurance company would raise my rates, and I just can't afford that. Besides, I've got my very own private detective now. You.
Of course.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Katie's GPS doesn't look so hot. This note wasn't here before, was it?
No, whoever messed up my boat must have written it.
That's interesting.
Apparently our saboteur took all the books out of the drawer up here. Must have been looking for something. Want me to put them away?
If you could put them back in the drawer...
How do I always end up doing this stuff?
Okay, what's the best way to get all these in here with no space left over?
Uh-huh. These be turned? I really hope there's not just like one way to do this, because that would be really freakishly annoying, and I think there is. Okay, let's see here. With no space left over? Well, that's not right. This is going to be really freakishly annoying, and I'm already going to hate it. Okay, why is there no music playing? Well, that's annoying. This is gonna take forever, and I hate everything and everyone. This is fun. Why did I do this first? Oh, I hate everything. Okay. What am I doing wrong? It's like, I'm so close. I know I'm close. I just can't. Oh my gosh, it worked. It is not even remotely close to what I put it in as, but it still took it.
What's up?
I'm afraid whoever tore up your boat also wrecked your GPS device.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will let you borrow a GPS from him.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
I guess I'll have to go do like 50 favors for that man too. I got a laptop around here somewhere.
Ah, my trusty laptop. Good thing I recharged my batteries.
I don't have a checklist in this one, so. Okay.
Well, well, looks like Snake Horse Harbor's got itself a newcomer.
I'm visiting Katie Firestone. My name's Nancy Drew.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
Call myself Nancy Drew? Or visit Katie Firestone?
Well, you're not one of them save the whale and heck with everybody
Wow.
else crusader types like she is, are you?
I'm just here on vacation.
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no. Her business is booming. Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
She's back at the boat right now trying to fix her engine. Somebody vandalized it.
She ticked off a lot of people last night. That's what she gets for being so
Wow.
meddlesome. Anyway, welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus. That's how this place got its name, you know.
Who's Cadborosaurus?
Well, that's the sea monster Native Americans used to see out in the channel ever so often. Called it the snake
Oh.
horse. Had the head of a horse and the body of a giant snake.
It's like
People
Loch Ness
on Vancouver
Monster.
Island started calling it Cadborosaurus after it or one of its relatives was seen a couple of times in Cadboro Bay. They call it Caddy for short.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
Back in the late 1800s, he took the rap for a lot of hoodoo around here. Fog would roll in at night, and men would just vanish. It was the snake horse, people would say. Little did they know.
So it wasn't the snake horse?
Well, they'd been shanghaied. See, a bunch of establishments in town had secret panels built right into the wall.
That's gonna be
Guy'd
relevant.
be having a drink 1 minute, and next minute he'd be clobbered over the head, whisked into a secret passageway, and taken out to a ship waiting in the harbor. He'd wake up on the high seas and discover that if he wanted to survive, he'd better do what the captain ordered. No matter what he was before, he was now a sailor. It was a cheap way for captains to get crews back then, and an easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
Did you say you were a fisherman?
4th generation. I've fished every ocean for just about every fish you can make money fishing for. Lived here for the last 11 years.
Are you retired?
Fishermen never retire, young lady. After all, what would we do? Go fishing? Only reason I'm not out there right now is because I've been in and out of campaign meetings since 8 this morning.
No offense, but you don't look like a politician.
Why, thank you, young lady. I'll take that as a compliment. I think it's high time people around here started doing what makes sense, instead of doing what's politically correct all the time.
Oh, boy.
The harbor master we got now bends over backwards so far for the environmentalists, it's a wonder he can still walk upright.
Oh.
Whoever trashed Katie's boat also ruined her GPS.
Oh, now that's a shame.
Thing is, I'd like to go kayaking while I'm here. Only I can't without a GPS.
Oh, now that really is a shame. Tell you what, I got a spare right here in my duffel. You know what else I got in my duffel?
Why am I getting the feeling I'm not going to like this?
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here. The idea is to cut down on having to rescue people who got no business being out on the water in the first place. Trouble is, nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
And that would be me?
If you pass the quiz, the GPS is yours. You'll need that container for the last question.
See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
Vote for Holt. Well, I gotta talk to her
What
too.
can I get for you, Nancy?
Since we haven't met, there's only one way you could know my name.
On the day my Aunt Iris turned this place over to me, she said, Jenna, you're about to become a real good listener. And darned if she wasn't right.
So you own this cafe?
Aunt Iris left it to me 3 years ago. It's been in the Devlin family since the day it was built, which was back in like 1866 or something. So, you're visiting Katie Firestone. My condolences.
What do you mean?
Me and her don't see eye to eye on a couple of things.
Uh-oh.
What kind of things?
That orca out there should be rejoined with her pod as soon as possible. Period. End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy's science degree says. Other people may be bamboozled by all her talk of data charts and field tests and monitoring whatnots, but not me. The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an aquarium. It wouldn't surprise me if Katie's been secretly feeding it. Which is against the law, by the way. And you know what else? It wouldn't surprise me if she trashed her own boat, because she knew that after that meeting last night, everybody would assume that Holt did it and not want to vote for him.
I got an idea. Let's change the subject.
What do you know about the Shanghaiing that used to go on around here?
It never went on, that's what I know. Shoving grown men into passageways and carting them off to ships never to be seen again? It's just a big, colorful, tall tale. Never happened.
It's been fun talking to you.
Later, Gator.
Oh my god. Okay, so fun story about these flags. I played this game with some of my friends once back. I was in junior high, or like very early in high school. And my friend Kylie literally copied down all of these flags. Because we thought we were gonna need it, and we only need like 5 later on during the thing. But yeah. I'm caring. That must be Caddy.
What is this card thing?
Good question. Aunt Ira said it and the others like it have been on the walls in here since the place was built.
A book on sea monsters. Very cool.
No sooner did the humans take to the lakes and coastal waters of North America in boats than they began to tell frightening encounters with strange water-dwelling creatures. Native Americans sometimes left visual records of what they saw in the form of petroglyphs. European settlers would hear their tales and disregard them as legends and superstitions, but it wasn't long before they too began to see things that were so fantastic in size and appearance that there was only one term for them: sea monsters. North America is not only surrounded by water, but contains tens of thousands of lakes. People have been seeing monsters in some of its larger lakes for hundreds of years. Among the most notable lake monsters are Champ, the creature said to inhabit Lake Champlain, the 100-mile lake, which borders New York and Vermont. Bessie is said to frequent the western waters of Lake Erie, and one of the Great Lakes, well, Ogopogo, allegedly cruises Okanagan Lake, the body of water about 80 miles long in southern British Columbia. Residents of the Pacific Northwest who live near or spend time in the water occasionally report seeing Caddy, short for Kempetosaurus. This monster prefers to the sea and has been spotted at various times on the coast of Oregon and Washington and around Vancouver Island in the Queen Charlotte Islands off the coast of British Columbia. Oh, they all have the same description. So they're seeing animals that look bigger than they actually are. Ew, so it could be a dead basking shark. Is that the only one? Yep. Okay. The sun always sets in the west.
That looks right. Nah.
That's forward and aft, starboard, port.
Good. Yes.
I know some of these. Ass.
Very good.
No clue. No idea. Male Dungeness crab. Nope. It's Big Dipper, right? Okay. I'm gonna check out the lighthouse. Wait till Whale World opens up again.
Yuck. I'm not picking them up. These would be great for rock skipping. I already have some rocks. SS. Maybe this broke off from a ship.
Red handprint? I'll can have him later.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, jeez, dude.
Those signs over there say no trespassing, which means keep out, which means you, girlie.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
Well, then. You're a pleasant man. Remind me not to vote for you for Harbor Master. Jeez, sir. Let's try Whale World again. I'm gonna go back to Katie's boat. Why you no back? Oh, we'll talk to Katie then.
What's up?
Sounds like Holt Scotto was one of the people who didn't care for what you had to say last night.
He and I never see eye to eye. Now, if I were a fisherman, I'd be right as rain no matter what nonsense came out of my mouth. Fine harbor master he'd make.
I talked to Jenna Devlin when I was at the Hot Kettle.
What nasty rumor is she spreading about me today?
Do you two not like each other or something?
She doesn't like me, that's for sure. She thinks I'm a know-it-all from the big city.
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something strange about it.
What do you mean? Let's see it. Ouch, those splinters are sharp. That is odd. It looks like it's been in the water a long time, but if that were the case, those edges would be dull. That looks like it broke off of something just recently.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Any idea where it came from?
Could be off a cargo ship, I guess. But you know who you should ask? Casey Porterfield. He works at the Maritime Library in Port Townsend. You should give him a call. His number's 360-555-3095. He loves checking out stuff like this.
See you in a bit.
Be careful out there.
It would be rude to use my phone now.
You mean to tell me I can't use the phone on their boat at all? So now I gotta leave and I gotta go all the way up there. Okay. Let's give him a call. He's gonna tell me to call that crazy old lady.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Dude.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say, shipwreck. What kind of wood is it?
Plywood?
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
Complex morphological issues, microscopic tracheid analysis, microtome surfacing? Well, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovicu a call, she can help me out.
This is Dr. Predovicu.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
Oops, I better go do that. I'll call you right back. One slice of wood. One glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
I hated doing this. I never got this right when I was doing this as a kid. Never got this right.
Irina Predovicu speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I've got the sample all ready.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Let me check.
Brown, red.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I can't ID the sample because that description accounts for a lot of different woods. Beech, sycamore, alder, maple...
I did it wrong
you name
again.
it. Please check your sample again. Goodbye.
Well, I know where I messed up.
Wood Labs, Irina speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. Do you think you could take another stab at identifying that wood sample for me?
I'm sorry, but my policy is to limit free wood sample identifications to one per person.
Could you please make an exception in my case? It's kind of an emergency.
I'll tell you what. I'm doing a study on the side that focuses on
Problem solving.
I'm collecting data by having people solve the puzzle that's on my website. If and when you solve it, I'll give you another free Wood ID. Go to www.preduviciu.lab/consult.htm. Good luck.
Why? Why do you have to do this stuff to me? Lord. Let me get this over with.
This is Irina.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. Could you try to identify that wood sample for me again?
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Let me check.
Yes.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's fairly common in plywood, but it's a rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan, all right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
Okay.